The EU passes Articles 11 and 13, and yes, this will affect YouTube. What's up, blind viewers? How's everybody doing today? All right, today's shout out is to Strong's Adventures. I want to thank you for being a blind viewer. Appreciate it. All right, that is right. The EU has passed Articles 11 and 13. This has a big impact on the internet in general and social media. And yes, that does include YouTube. Now, first, Article 11. Article 11, that is the links tax. That means if you use a link, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, whatever, if you post a link to something that is not yours, you have to pay a tax. You must pay a links tax. Now, they tried something similar to this, to banning links before, and it kind of backfired because, say you we're talking about something and you wanted to reference an article in the New York Times that said blah, 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 blah happened, and you want to talk about it or just comment or whatever. But if you used that link, well, you weren't allowed to. They tried to ban that. But what happened? Well, a lot of people lost a lot of revenue because no one was clicking on their link. Kind of seems simple, doesn't it? Well, instead of banning links now, if you want to use links, you're going to have to pay the links tax. But the big one is Article 13. Now, this one has to do with copyrights. So, in the EU, in their attempt to put a handle on and control piracy and copyright infringement, this is what Article 13 is all about. So the simplest way to describe it is clean content. Now, not clean in the way you're probably thinking, not G-rated. We're talking clean as in your content, your stuff. You made it. It's yours. So in other words, the fair use channels, the ones that take somebody else's video and just replay it and type little words on it or make little commentary over someone else's video. Yeah. No. It's not yours, it's theirs. Reaction videos. Those videos where somebody's got the little video playing down in the corner and all it is their reactions. Ooh, ah, ha, 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 ha. All that. Yep, nope. Can't use that video unless it's yours. The gamers. That's right. The gamers are getting hit. Oh yeah. Because it's not their content. It's not their game. Whether it be EA Sports, Rockstar, whatever company made that game, yeah, you bought the game and you can play it, but you cannot broadcast their game, their content, and make money off of their content. It's their stuff. Can't do it. Music tutorials. That is right. You want to sit down behind your drum set or grab your guitar or your keyboards or whatever, and you want to say, hey, this is how to play Sweet Home Alabama. You put your finger here and you can't do that. That's someone else's music. It's not yours. Along the same lines, we have the cover music. You want to sit down and say, hey, look how good I am at playing the drums or playing the bass or even singing. And you belt out a tune from whoever. Ariana Grande, I don't give a shit, anybody. You can't. It's their music, not yours. So in other words, if you rely on everybody else to make content and then you go out and grab it and reuse it and call it yours, your days are numbered. Well, what's the big deal? Wasn't there always copyright issues and everything? Well, yeah, see, it was different then because, see, if you grab somebody's stuff and you put it on your video, you got hit for the copyright. So you could get sued or your stuff. That's why YouTube takes down videos when there's copyright strikes or they demonetize it or whatever. But now, with Article 13, you get sued and so does the platform. So in this case, we're talking about YouTube. So You get sued, and so does YouTube for allowing it to go on their platform. And if you think about it, you're going to get sued once. YouTube's going to get sued 10 bazillion times every day. So guess what? They're not going to allow that to happen. So they have to take steps and put things into place to make sure that YouTube, Google, whoever, does not get sued every time somebody has something that could be copyright infringement. I know what you're saying. Well, this is the EU. I live in America. This America. I can do whatever I want. I can say it doesn't affect me because I'm in America. Well, American, your content goes global. It goes everywhere. So you have to conform to the EU rule that's in EU, because here's the deal. What does YouTube, what do they have? What can they do? Well, they can do a couple things. They can take everything and run it through a little filter and go, oh, okay, well, we'll send this to America. We'll send this to Canada. We can't send this to the EU, so they just don't send it. Or they can pay whatever fees or fines or whatever it is to send the stuff there. Or they could just block it all together and not send anything to the EU. Well, early reports are that nobody, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that, Twitch, they don't want to do the latter, which is they don't want to block everything. They want stuff to go to the EU. So what are they going to have to do? Well, they're going to have to do a few things. Now, this thing is going to take effect within the next 2 years, but things have already started happening now, and this summer it's going to ramp up, but it's going to be in full effect within the next 2 years. But trust me, I've already seen signs that it's going on right now as we speak. We're going to have surveillance bots, micro filters, little scrubbers, and things that get blocked. And yes, they're even going to monitor live streams to make sure nobody throws anything in there. That's mostly due to the gamers, because a lot of them can do their gaming and live stream their playing games, and so they have to put the kibosh to that before YouTube gets sued for pushing that stuff to the EU. So all these things are going to be in place. They're working on it now. So comments and copyrighted material and everything, it's all going to have to go through all these little filters and scrubbers. And what does that mean? Yeah, you know what it's going to mean. It's going to mean hundreds of thousands of false positives. Remember, not too awfully long ago, just a couple weeks ago, a month ago at tops, when everything went down with the the nasty, weird, strange, disgusting people leaving comments on children's videos or videos with children in them, and YouTube went ahead and punished the creator for having children or filming their family going to the pool. They didn't punish the weirdos leaving the nasty, disgusting comments. They punished the creators, and they also punished a lot of people that had nothing to do with it whatsoever. No children in their thing, didn't talk about nothing, had nothing to do with it. It was just false positives. I made a video about it where it was like, oops, it's going to happen, deal with it. Well, if you don't think it's going to happen again, you're out of your damn mind. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of false positives again. So you could be sitting here just like I am right now talking about whatever, and it could happen. You could be driving down the road and pointing your camera out the window, and it could happen. Hell, you could be filming in your living room and spin around and just accidentally shoot your TV screen playing some copyrighted material for 2 seconds, and it could happen. So that means you're going to have to prove a lot of things. When things come into question, you're going to have to prove it. You're going to have to prove that it's your content. You're going to have to prove that you had permission to use the content. For instance, say I want to get a hold of Lost on Land again and say, Lola, can I use a clip from your video about Lollapalooza so I can talk about the upcoming Lollapalooza? And if she says, sure, go ahead. And I use that, and it goes, the little bots go, that's not his, that's somebody else's. Boom. copyright strike. Well, what do I have to do? I have to come up with all kinds of contracts and clearances and personal contact information and proof that I have permission to use that. And it's going to be crazy and outrageous. So yes, there you have it. The EU Articles 11 and 13 have passed. They are in effect. Things are in motion, and everybody already knows what's going to happen. And they are taking steps and trying to figure out the best ones to do. And as we always know, sometimes they put things into place that don't work so well, and it takes a couple months to get all the kinks worked out. And in the meantime, a lot of innocent people get caught in the crossfire and suffer. And for you that just go, it's only YouTube, or they can't do that, or I'm in America, it doesn't affect me because I'm American, I can do whatever I want to. Well, all I gotta say is this, is if you rely on other people's content, other people's stuff for your videos, and that's all that you do, you can go all you want. But I'm gonna tell you this, your days are numbered. This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.